Okay, here we are. I think we're on and we're ready to go. I'm Ian O'Brien. Welcome everybody. We've got a couple of minutes just before 7 when we're going to kick off proper. And in the meantime, I'm just going to take a moment to ask you guys, to check with you guys, if you can see me and you can hear me. If you can, then we're ready. We're absolutely ready to go for it. Kick off with this this live guitar lesson. And so the way to answer me, just below the video on the page, you'll see a comments feed. Okay, it's kind of it's a place for you to interact on the lesson, to kind of let me know how you're doing, ask any questions, that kind of stuff. It's just the main place of interaction for the lesson. So if you don't see the comment box below this video, all you have to do is refresh your page, give it a refresh, and it should pop up. And if it's asking you for any login details, it's your login details for Facebook, okay? Because the little comments box is powered by Facebook. So log into there, log into Facebook, and you'll be able to comment and interact, and you'll be able to let me know that you can see me and you can hear me, and we'll be able to go for it and chug right on with this live guitar lesson. Okay. Excellent. So we've got a few people on already. I'm just going to go through a couple. We've got Phil Waters. Hello. He says, looking forward to this loads. Hi, Phil. Alan Nesbitt, can see and hear you. Thanks, Ian. Brilliant. Jeff Robertson says, okay. Ken Reeves says, small pick. So there is a button, Ken. I've got slides and stuff to walk you through the lessons. And there is a full screen button. It should be, maybe there isn't actually. So could be that you're on a mobile device. It's probably going to be best on a laptop or a computer, or even some people access this stuff on their TVs these days. I don't know so much about the television side of doing this stuff, but I'm here, you're here, and we're going to go for it. So I'm glad you can see and hear me. I'm just going to check a couple of things are good, and we're gonna absolutely go for it right away. Okay. Getting everything sorted. Okay, so first up, guys, that was the name of the class, of course. Learn songs on guitar people will recognize in less than half the time. So I'm talking about real songs, real classic, well-known stuff. And we're going to get into the songs as we go along. But first up, I promised that I would give away lifetime access to my course, the Open Chord Anchor System. So guys, who wants a copy of this? It says coming soon in the picture, but it's actually been released now. It's been tested by quite a few members now. We're up to about 500 members for the Open Chord Anchor System, getting really good results, absolutely loving it. And so I'm giving this one away for free. So I'm going to pick one of you guys for random who said, yeah, I want the course. Yeah, I want the Open Chord Anchor System. Something like that. And I'm going to call out the winner, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to email that person tomorrow morning and send you access to the course, open up your membership, that kind of stuff, so you can get logged in and get cracking with this one. So I'm just going to check out the comments box, see how we're doing, and go for it from there. So what have we got? Takes a moment for the page to load. We've got a lot of people who can see and hear me now. Excellent. Excellent. So, first person to jump in and says yes, please, to the course is Phil Waters. So, Phil, I can't quite make out your picture. It looks like you're doing some water skiing or something behind a boat there, but I might be completely wrong because this is a small picture. So it could be Phil Waters. I'm going to give that a quick like, quick reply, just to say you win. And so I'll be following that up tomorrow. But if you want to give me a reply to any of my emails, Phil, then I'll know the email address to set up your account and crack on with that one. So you'll have the course. So congratulations, absolutely fantastic. And we'll be heading onwards. So let's get on to it. Song hacking secrets. They're not really secrets, but a lot of people don't really talk about this. So kind of that's why I called them secrets. It's not, it's not mystical or anything. So how to learn songs on guitar, people will recognize in less than half the time without getting stuck changing chords, strumming rhythms, or finding playable songs at your current level. Now, how many of you guys want to know how to do this? So, that's what we're here for. That's what I'm going to show you guys today. So let's go for it. It's pretty cool. This guitar lesson is going to give you the ability to find a song, get playing it in a very short period of time. In half the time it usually takes you. That's the aim. It will completely stream your line you're learning, get rid of the frustration and the confusion that normally comes with learning to play songs and all the stepping stones before you're actually playing the song. And that's what we're talking about today. So first thing I want to ask you guys, after this good lesson, you guys are you're gonna have so much power. You're going to be able to choose a song, know that it's at the right level for you, and then quickly and painlessly learn to play it. So before I move on, I just need to ask you guys to make me a promise. Promise me that after you learn these guitar playing secrets, you won't use these powers for evil, like this guy, looking pretty evil there. If you can promise me that, then we can definitely go on. Just jump into the comment box and let me know. Just below the video, it's your Facebook login details if you need to log in, and you'll be able to comment and interact on the lesson. And we'll go for it from there. So just see any comments coming in. We've got quite a few. I think there's absolutely a ton of you guys on today, so that's fantastic. I know I said I was going to limit the numbers, but there's actually, we're actually close to maximum capacity, which is fantastic. Okay, so a couple of people are saying, yep, see and hear you, but on the small screen. So no worries about that. If you're on mobile devices, that's absolutely fine. You'll be able to learn the stuff. When I switch over to the guitar stuff, I can full screen myself. I'm just showing you the slides and things as we're going thus far. Okay, so that's the plan. Indeed. Okay, so you're not going to use these powers for evil. Fantastic. Let's go for it. So we've got a couple of goals for you guys here. Well, they're my goals really, but my goal in this lesson, if you can already play a song, is to take you and your experience of learning to play, your first song and all of the stages that you went through to get there, and dramatically streamline it and simplify it, making it easier, faster, and to remove all that frustration. And more importantly, make it simple and repeatable so that you can use it to learn song after song after song. I mean, that's how I took my playing and a lot of my students playing, from struggling with their first chords to learning multiple songs every single week. Now, we do this through a process that I call song hacking. So if you can already play a song on guitar, that's what I'm going to show you today. How to reverse engineer playing songs and dramatically streamline it using song hacking for every song you learn from now on. All right, then if you haven't learned a song yet and you're a total beginner, or you're frustrated or you're stuck and you've been trying for a while, no problem. Okay, now how many of you guys are in that situation? You're either brand new to playing guitar or you're coming back to it after a break and you haven't yet got playing your first song. Just let me know. Let me know in the comments box. And if you can't play a song yet, that's absolutely fine as well. I'm going to show you how to use song hacking so that it's not going to take you a year or 6 months or 6 weeks or even 6 days to get playing your first song. My goal for you guys is to be successful now, and I'm going to show you that if you follow this process step by step, you can literally get up and play your very first real songs really quickly. So that's the goal. And when you stay till the end, I'm going to give you guys a secret link where you can download printable sheets for the very special rhythms and chords that I'm going to show you today. Okay, so a really nice bonus for you for hanging in on this lesson. Now, if you're learning your first rhythms, this first cheat sheet is going to show you the exact strumming patterns that I teach my private students first to help them get strumming correctly and playing songs quickly. And if all your rhythms sound the same or you're stuck with strumming, this is exactly what you need because it will help you move forward immediately. These are not only the easiest rhythms to get playing, but after today's lesson, you'll be able to use them to play tons of songs on guitar suitable for the level you're at right now. Now, let me know how many of you guys want these sheets for free. Let me know because they're going to be yours soon just for hanging on to this lesson. So if you're frustrated playing and changing your first chords, the same goes for the other sheet I'm going to give you. And again, it was designed to get my students unstuck and playing songs sooner and much more easily. And it works. Now, I've had so far over 10,000 people get playing using this approach. So it definitely is good stuff. And here's that chord sheet. So this is what they look like, and I'm going to give them to you for free just for staying till the end. So you absolutely have to be watching live in order to get these. There's not going to be a recording, there's not going to be a replay, so stick around. I promise it'll be more than worth your time. Now, when I was learning to play guitar, I had a year of lessons before I could confidently strum cleanly, change between chords smoothly, and strum in order to play songs. And these lessons, they cost me over £1,000. That was quite a while back, and it didn't include all the books, the DVDs that I bought. So what you're getting today, it's worth over £1,000, and well, you're going to get it for free. So I hope you like it. It's taken me 24 years of playing guitar and 16 years of teaching it to perfect these steps. And it's literally a gift to you guys just for hanging out with me for about an hour. Is that more than worth it? Is it? I'm sure you'll agree it is. I'm going to blow your minds with this lesson. Also, that's my aim, to blow your minds with these 2 free gifts I'm giving you at the end. I want you guys to be in this guitar lesson because I know how much it's going to transform your guitar playing. So before we crack on, for those of you who have absolutely no idea who I am, my name's Ian O'Brien and I'm the founder of the IOM Process. I help adults get playing the songs they love on guitar without confusion or frustration. I've been teaching guitar for over 16 years and I've had the chance to teach this stuff and play guitar professionally all over the world. Here's a quick picture of me running a workshop with the pop star Will Young. And Will really divides opinions musically, but I have to say he's a serious professional musician. He knows how to learn and teach music, and he's made a successful career from his musical abilities. And personally, I've learned quite a lot from teaching alongside him. And here's me with Jim Sklavounos. Now, you might not recognise him by name, but Big Jim, as he's known, has an amazing CV. He's been in legendary guitar bands for years, including Sonic Youth, The Cramps, Grinder Man, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. So it's very, very high caliber stuff. And then here's me with Ella Eyre. And if you don't know Ella Eyre, she's a UK musician on Virgin Records. She's had a #1 with Waiting All Night, and she's won Song of the Year at the Brits, and she's on The Voice quite a lot as well as one of the kind of coaches and mentors, and she comes in and out of that. So I was excited to work with Ella, and this was a workshop for the BBC Big Weekend Festival where I was asked to teach guitar to members of the public who'd never touched a guitar before, which was perfect for me because this is one last picture, and then I'm going to move on and talk about some really cool stuff because it's not all celebrity musicians and rock stars for me. Here's me and my girlfriend Amy with a group of Cambodian musicians. Now, these guys are really poor and they have a really rough upbringing too. They grew up being looked after by a charity, and this is me helping them to write a song on guitar and express themselves through their music, which is helping them, come to terms with trauma that they're experiencing. So right now, I'm going to show you how I first learned to play guitar. This is a picture of the beginner chord chart that I got with my first guitar. It was 1996 and I was excited to get a guitar for my birthday and start learning to play. It has about 70 chords on it. And when I looked at it, I thought, how cool is that? These are the beginner chords. I got excited and all these dreams started coming up about how I could become a decent guitar player by learning these chords. But then reality set in and I thought, it's probably not realistic for me. I'm not that smart and I'm a complete beginner learning all by myself. So I was a little less hopeful and I thought, if I did want to learn these 70 beginner chords in 1 year, what would it actually look like? So I divided 365 days by 70 chords and realised if I learned one chord every 5 days in a year, I'd be pretty good at guitar. So I started learning these chords and practicing how to play them clearly. And a couple of months in, I didn't quite stick to my schedule, but I was really excited because I could play 7 chords. I had the E, the A, the D, the G, the C, the A minor, and the E minor. The typical ones that people used to learn first, and I could play them okay on their own, but I just couldn't change from one to the other. Then one day, James, a friend of mine who'd also started playing, he called me up and said, Ian, I figured out a way to change from A minor to the C really, really fast. And my mind was blown. What do? I said. And a few more weeks had passed and I couldn't really change between any of these chords very well. So he told me, he said, you just have to move one finger and keep the other ones held down. He said, when you keep one finger in exactly the same place, it's easier to move the other ones quickly. And I thought, wow, that is so good. I can actually change between these chords fast and it sounds great. So I said to him, James, do you think that will work with other chords? And he said, well, maybe. So I hung up the phone and I got to work. I looked at the chords I'd learned and I realised I could do the same between the E minor and the C chords too. So I started looking for others. I practiced these chord changes solidly for a couple of weeks, and sure enough, it meant I could change between these pairs of chords much easier than any of the others. So I started looking for songs that had some of these easier chord changes in. It took me about 2 weeks to find a song that worked, but very soon I could play Eleanor Rigby and I was blown away. I was doing just 4 simple down strums on the chords, but I was so pleased because I could literally play my first song on guitar. And all I did was use this one little trick to keep one finger in the same place, and it completely unlocked my first song. And before long, I became obsessed with this. After trying to learn guitar for months and not getting far, if I could make one tweak to what I'd practiced and then learn my first song in a week, what else could I do? Can I find other ways of moving between the chords that made it easier to do? Can I do the same with strumming rhythms? I began trying and testing all sorts of things. What was the best way to take chords I could play and get moving between them? And were there other secrets like this that would work for other areas of guitar playing? I was sure there were, but I just had to find them. And now, fast forward 24 years, and I've done a lot of things right. I've had success in my guitar playing. I have an army of amazing guitar students who can switch chords, strum a variety of rhythms, and play their favourite songs. But I've also done loads of things wrong. It took me months before I could play my first song on guitar because I was learning a ton of apparently beginner chords. I was confused, paying attention to lots of mixed advice, trying to piece it together, and I just didn't have the right guidance. After 10 years of doing this myself, I learnt the hard way whilst gradually discovering the easy way. Now, I'm not going to show you the hard way here I'm going to show you the hard way here in a second, and I think you're going to be like, wow, this is really hard, Ian. But that's the way I had to do it back then. And after I show you guys the hard way, you guys are going to have a really great chance because you're here today, and I'm going to give you guys the ability to cheat and do it the easy way. I'm going to show you song hacking. How many of you guys want the easy way? Just let me know. It looks like most of you guys do want the easy way. All right, let me show you the hard way first, and then we're going to go for it. So after using the first trick to learn my first song, Eleanor Rigby, the next step was to find all the combination of chords I knew that I could move between while keeping just one finger in the same place as an anchor. Then I practiced these changes religiously every day, and that took me about a solid month. Next, I started listening to songs and playing the chords I knew over them, as well as looking up guitar books and videos to find songs that had only the chord changes I could actually play in them. I did this for a couple of months. Then, when I had the changes and a list of songs in them. I watched videos to figure out how the guitarists were strumming the songs. I tried to learn the rhythms by slowing the songs down and trying to copy them, which was another 2 months concentrating entirely on my strumming. I wrote this all down gradually. I made a list of great songs that the guys on YouTube were calling beginner songs, which seemed to be all of the songs on YouTube according to these guys, and it took me a month to do that. I thought I was almost there, but when I'd exhausted the songs with my easy chord changes in, I hit a brick wall. I still couldn't play the majority of songs that these YouTube guys were calling beginner songs. I was frustrated, and I felt like an idiot, so I took up guitar lessons with a new teacher again. I now had more stretch and accuracy after learning my easy chord changes, so I started learning the normal changes slowly and painstakingly, and it was time for cowboy chords like E, A, and D. I felt stuck, but my teacher told me the answer was practice, practice, practice. So that's what I did, and I was grinding through it, working on these standard chord changes with brute force, and really it felt punishing compared to the quick wins I'd figured out before. I quit multiple times. It wasn't fun. I kept trying different methods and teachers, and I gradually got there. I went to weekly guitar lessons for a year straight, but I felt like I lacked musical talent, and that I was wasting everyone's time. And to be honest, my guitar teachers weren't very understanding either, always just telling me the answer was practice, practice, practice. When I learnt my next open chord changes, I watched video after video on YouTube looking for songs that were within my ability. I'd find a song, jump in, try my best to follow along and learn it, only to find it was still too hard to play and spending a good few hours on it. I did this over and over again. So I started looking at the videos on YouTube and in guitar magazines, and I took my huge list of apparently beginner songs and I put them in an order of difficulty based on the chord changes that I was able to do. Then I did the same with the rhythms, which was about another 3 months of work. But that wasn't the worst thing. The worst thing for me was the mantra from my teacher: practice, 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 or practice makes perfect. And it came from a few different teachers. Now, if you've ever struggled to play songs on guitar that are supposed to be for beginners, it's probably because there was more or less what you had to go through in the past until you scraped together the skills to get your foot in the door and actually get a real song going. It's hard, it's confusing, and it's very frustrating, and it takes forever. And the only answer you get from the so-called experts, who've probably forgotten what it's like to be a beginner anyway, is practice makes perfect. But that wasn't the worst thing. I knew that it took time to learn to play guitar, but I didn't realise the cost. And after about 10 years of paying for lessons, books, DVDs, etc., it all added up to well over £10,000. Now, I told you before that because you guys are here now, you're going to get to cheat and you're not going to have to do it the hard way. But even better than that, you're not going to have to shell out £10,000. And after 20 years, this is what I figured out. It's exactly how my private students get their impressive results, going from scratch to playing their first songs in days, and I'm going to teach you today. From the very first day teaching guitar, I promised to myself and my future students I would never tell them the answer to their problems is practice, 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 because I know that it's not. So here it is today. I'm going to show you guys the easy way, and it's called song hacking. So you guys are ready for this. We're going to dive in. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm excited about this. Absolutely. Just going to give a quick refresh on the comments, see how you guys are doing, and we're going to jump straight into the lessons. Here we go. Bob Sims, oh yes. Phil Hughes, please. Phil Breezy, definitely. Easy way, please, says Anthony. Sam Foster, a big thumbs up. Tony Turland, yes, please. Right, Mighty Ramsden, please. Dave et al. Shaw says, yeah. Jeff Hegarty, yes, please. John Hackling, yes, please. William Cumming, oh yes. Stephen Bard, yes, please. Michael Dusty Fogg, okay. Barry Anderson, easy way. Phil Waters, yes, please. Alan Nesbitt, yep. Neil Jones, of course. Wayne Stevens, Wise, I think it is, says yes. Chris Morris, I do. And there's tons more. Dave Wilson, me please, thank you. Rod Barnes, left-handed and haven't learnt a song yet, but this will help. Rod, it absolutely will. All of my teaching translates either way to left or right. Left-handed people are like at least something like a quarter of the population. Like, I'm not going to leave you guys out of this. Keith Allen, I would like the sheet. Dave Wilson's just had his guitar since Christmas, so you guys are ready for this. So without further ado, let's crack on with it. Crack on. So here they are, the 3 secrets to song hacking. We're going to go through these one by one in detail. So I'm going to show you guys how to get your fingers with number 1 to cooperate to improve the stretch, speed, accuracy of them in under 10 minutes, even if you feel like your fingers are too big or your hands are too small or that kind of thing. So this one is one of my favorites, and I think you're going to go crazy when you see this. It's the answer to those feelings that your fingers are big or your hands are too small, that kind of stuff. So secret number 1. Secret number 2, I call open chords are not beginner chords, but it's not just about chords, it's about beginner strumming patterns too. And I'm going to show you the 6 chords and 5 rhythms you can get playing in the shortest time. And these are real rhythms and chords that form the basis of hundreds of great songs. It began 20 years ago with me moving between chords where I could keep one finger down, and it evolved and it's refined into this. This is the next level of chord changes and strumming patterns for beginners, and it really works. And then number 3, where and how to find songs that are just right for your current ability every time. I'm going to show you how to choose a song and be certain all of the parts of it are just right for your current ability. And we're going to do that very quickly. So it's much easier than you think, and you guys are going to love it. All right, let's jump in to number 1, getting your fingers to cooperate. Okay, in order to do this, first you have to understand a concept I learned from children. Well, actually babies. Okay, so here's a baby. Good example. Now, where are we? A lot of adults feel that they're at a disadvantage learning guitar compared to youngsters due to the size, shape, and condition of their hands. And they feel that they might have left it too late to learn. Now, if you feel like your fingers are now too stiff to be able to change chords quickly, or too fat to fret the chords cleanly, or you have small hands that don't let you reach into the right places, I'm here to tell you it's not too late for you to learn to play guitar, even if you're as old as the Rolling Stones. And I'm going to show you what you can do specifically to overcome these challenges. Now, children never feel like these things are a problem. I'm going to show you why and how. And that children learn actually much faster than them. That's what a lot of people think, that children learn faster than adults. But it's not really true, and it's definitely not helpful for an adult to think that way. At worst, it can become an excuse to not even try, which is a real shame. The idea that kids can learn faster than adults is actually a myth. And really, there are advantages and disadvantages for both adults and kids learning guitar. But if you compare what one of my adult guitar learners does with song hacking in just a few hours to a kid learning guitar, the adult will win hands down every time. But it doesn't mean we can't learn from kids to get closer to the best of both worlds. And the unfair advantage that children have in playing guitar is physical. It's their posture, and more importantly, their alignment. It's like a force multiplier for learning guitar. Do you remember seeing a kid sitting on the floor? Just think of your own or your grandkids, when they were really young. They have perfect posture, don't they? Nobody is telling them to sit up straight. They just naturally do. Their posture is not strained at all, and it's in alignment. And so are all of their joints, their shoulders, their arms, at the elbow, the wrists, the hands, and even the fingers, and it crosses over to every physical movement that they make. Now, here's a picture to demonstrate that. Toddlers are actually natural role models for perfect alignment, whereas us adults have learned to get in our own way when we try to play guitar. And after decades of sitting, slouching, working, and driving, we've gradually got used to postures and alignments that hold back our guitar playing. Adults have a big mental and emotional learning advantage over children because we can understand high concepts, we can stick with things for longer, build on stuff we already know, and our experience of the world, we can problem solve, plan, and forward think, and generally not wet ourselves or go cry in a corner if it's not going our way. And if we mimic better posture and alignment of our joints, we can very quickly get the results that youngsters do too. and we can keep all of the advantages we have as adults as well. It's really a bit of an unfair advantage because it's the best of both worlds, and that's a real force multiplier for guitar learning. And here's how to do it in 3 steps. So I'm just going to jump this one up to full screen. Okay, we don't need the baby anymore. So here's me. And basically, I have a complete approach to overcoming all of these challenges we talked about. And it's called APP, which stands for alignment, position, and pressure. Now, we don't have time here to go deeply through all of it, but the first step will make a big difference for your playing. It's called the T-tray technique. That's what I'm going to show you so that you can start moving forward with your guitar playing to overcome stiff fingers, thick fingers, short fingers, and small hands and get playing much quicker. Now, let me show you this one. Okay, so I just grabbed my guitar, and what I wanted to do is show you this T-tray technique, and this is something that I've created to demonstrate this. So what we're going to do, I've got my guitar, but we're not going to play it for a moment. I'm just going to lay it down on my lap, okay, and because I'm going to grab it in a sec. And what I want you guys to do, okay, is put your hands out straight as if you're like a waiter or something and you're carrying a tray of drinks or food or something like that around. You might have been doing this a bit at home lately. And what I want you to do from there, okay, we'll ignore the tray thing, is just make fists. Okay, with both of your hands, make fists. And I want you to check that your wrists are straight when you're doing this and that you're making fists. You just feel how much strength you have available, okay? If you were to give yourself a score for sort of strength from 1 to 10, how much strength have you got, okay? I don't want to put any suggestions in your mind, so I won't mention any numbers. Just think to yourself how much strength you feel like you've got there, yeah? And then open up your hands, okay? And we're going to spill the tray, and I want you to bend your hands upwards. I know that looks really weird on the camera, but I'm just bending my wrists up, yeah? So we're like this. I want you to bend your wrists up, okay, and do this carefully. I don't want anybody to have any injuries, so go very, very carefully. If it hurts, stop. And make fists like that. Now, what I'm guessing is, I'm not guessing anything at all. What I know is going to happen when you do this is that it's going to be really, really hard to make fists with your wrist curved over. I'm trying to get in front, sorry, I'm moving the wrong way in front of the camera. Okay, the movement of your hands is dramatically limited. The movement of your fingers, the stretch, reach, speed and dexterity of them is limited by the bend in your wrist. It becomes a bottleneck, doesn't it? I mean, all of the stuff that goes through there in terms of the tendons, ligaments and things that are controlling your hands. Obviously, you don't have muscles for your fingers in your fingers. They're all in your arms. And it's like a puppet. They're pulling them. So if we're restricting that movement, we've got problems. Okay, so if you take this onto the guitar, what we do, now I'm not talking about, when I talk about posture and alignment, I'm not talking about sitting straight or anything like that. I'll show you what to do. So what we do is we take, rather than curving our wrist over like this, which a lot of people do, is we're going to take a relatively straight wrist, yeah? And we're going to place the guitar. If you look on the palm of your hand, where the crease in your hand is, where your actually knuckles are, I mean, it looks like your knuckles are here, but that's just the way your skin is. The knuckles are actually here, okay, the inside of them. That's the point of curvature of your hand. That's kind of the hinge, if you will. We want to line that up with the bottom of the guitar. Not exactly flat, just where it reaches our hand. Where that groove on your hand is, you know, that kind of palm reedy bit, the line that one up and come really close to the guitar. Don't be bent out, close to the guitar like that, and let your fingers do the arching over. If I demonstrate this with an A minor chord, okay, now you want a slight gap or you'll probably block the E string, but you don't want to have your wrist kinked out and your fingers like this. This inhibits your movement. It's the reason you can't play the chords cleanly, a lot of chords cleanly. Happens to loads of people. Bring your wrist straight and let your fingers do the arching over, okay? To form the shape of the chord. And how to get the shape of your fingers into the correct position we want for clean chords is something I call the white knuckle position, okay? So having the straight but not tense wrist helps you reach much further, okay, whether you have small hands or short fingers. And then to get angled so that you're not blocking the strings, you do what I call the white knuckle position. The reason I call it white knuckle is because as you do the position, these flat knuckles on the tips, the flat knuckles there, the middle section of your fingers go white. So all it is pulling your hand into this position, okay? Really unusual position, quite unnatural, okay? So my hand's flat, if I could do that flat on, and you'll see that we've got these almost right angles on our knuckles, okay? I know some people can't do this straight away, those of arthritis and things, but take it carefully. You can gradually build to this kind of thing. And like I said, take it easy. Don't go through pain. Don't play through pain. We're aiming for this kind of position. That's the extreme version of the position. But when you're playing your chord and you find you're blocking some strings, one of the things you want to do is go a bit more. You're probably down like this and your fingers are like fretting the strings at this angle. If you go white knuckle, you can be more straight on, okay? As you go white knuckle, the last joint of your finger will be more straight on to the strings, which allows you to avoid the ones next door, okay? So that's just the alignment part of the APP stuff, okay? Now, next up is position, the first P, position. So we want to always fret close to the wires using the very tips of our fingers perpendicular to the strings. Straight on, that's what I meant about the white knuckle position. It allows us to get our fingertips perpendicular. If you find your fingers catch and block the strings next to them, the key to overcoming it is to, be upright and perpendicular to them when you place them perpendicular. But we want to be really close to the metal wires, okay? That's the easiest, the place to fret the strings using the very lightest touch you can. If you're holding it here, further away towards the headstock, you must use much more strength to get a clear note. So if you come closer to the wires where you can use a much lighter touch. It will stop your fingers kind of bulbing out and expanding. It'll also stop your fingers hurting because you're playing lightly. Lots of people talk about sore fingers and, as if you have to be really hardcore to learn to play, but you don't actually have to play through the pain. The best thing to do is use a lighter, more delicate touch to do this. Okay, and the final thing is about the touch. It's the pressure, using the lightest touch. Don't hold the strings down, clamp them down with the kind of death grip so that you push the wires against the wood of the fretboard. It's too far. You don't need to push them anywhere near that far, only far enough so that the string touches the metal wire. Okay, you don't have to go and clamp them down. Only a very light touch, very close to the wire. Being close to the wire means you can use a very light touch, and it's going to help you get much cleaner chords. It's going to reduce the soreness of your fingers, and also the light touch and not clamping down is going to allow you to move more quickly around the chords and play more nimbly, which is what is going to speed your chord changes up. Or it's one of the things that's going to help you speed your chord changes up. Okay, now let's go back to where we were. I showed this to Steve Hillsden. He's a 70-year-old. Let me put that somewhere safe. One moment. Okay, Steve Hillsden. I showed it to him. He's a 70-year-old from Cheshire here in the UK. And you know what? He went almost overnight from being very slow changing chords to being able to change chords without stopping or slowing down his strumming, which until then was holding him back from playing songs. And when I showed it also to Phil Langmead, he said, I feel like someone has turned a light on. I'm really fired up. It feels much better already. And I showed it to John Saint from Norwich in the UK, or Norfolk. I'm in Norwich, he's in Norfolk. And he said, this is great. I'm playing cleaner chords, already holding the guitar properly. And then Russell Harding, I showed it to, he said, I've been pressing too hard, hence soft, sore fingers. Too hard, sore fingers. And he said, this is now much easier. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. 3 steps. I'm just going to come back into the slides. Okay. I want to let you guys know who this works for and to stress this. So it works for adults learning guitar. Okay, I've aimed this for like 50 plus. That's the area that I specialize in teaching, that I enjoy the most, and I have developed the kind of the strategies to help people the most, more than youngsters. Okay, and it's for people who are learning the electric guitar and the I've lost that slide, but it's also and the acoustic guitar. Okay, it's electric and acoustic. Any guitar with 6 strings. Doesn't do it for uke, doesn't do it for bass. Okay, I've just honed in on 6-string guitars and designed ways to help people with those. Okay, so let's recap those 3 steps. The first one is to keep your wrist relatively straight and let your hands and fingers do the bending around the neck, beginning by placing the guitar almost into the palm of your hand, okay, where you have that line. And then only on this side of your hand, not right across, just this side of your hand where you have the line, and then white knuckle shape the chords, okay. And then step 2, to recap, step 2 is to fret as close to the wires, the metal fret wires as you can, using your fingertips standing upright and perpendicular to the strings. And then number 3, now you're in the optimum position, use the lightest touch you can and engage only the pushing muscles of your fingers and then release them. Okay, so I want to ask you guys, do you feel like this will help you with your guitar playing? Do you think it will improve the speed that you're able to get playing songs and the simplicity? Let me know. Let me know in the comments box. And I'm just going to do a quick refresh on the comments. See how you guys are doing. We've got more to come, more good stuff. Cool, excellent. Some awesome stuff. Phil Waters says, no one has ever shown me how to hold the guitar. Thank you. Absolutely. Mark Reynolds, great start, Ian. Cool, so this stuff is important stuff. Important stuff. And Ralph said, comments available at last. Excellent, excellent, Ralph. I'm glad you got those. Sometimes it takes a little refresh, but there's so many people on here, there may be a bit of a slowdown. Nick Ray says, I play the guitar sitting on my left knee. Is this okay? Because I now believe most have it sitting on their right knee. If you're right-handed, Nick, which I am, then you would have it on your right knee. If you're left-handed, you would have it on your left knee. If you have it on the other knee, it's going to be further away from you. Some people do it. It's a classical thing where they have the guitar balanced. I play like this. Okay, right knee. On the left knee, some people do this, but this is classical. Okay, it's a very different approach. Okay, that's where that nonsense about your thumb being squarely on the back of the neck comes from. Okay, it's about your fingers, not your thumb, is the important thing. You're going to find that you can't see what you're doing too well. I mean, you don't generally look while you're playing, but if you want to get your fingers in position, you're going to be further over. If you're really used to this way of doing things, fine. It's not too bad, but I would spend a little time playing this way. This is the way we generally play, and you're going to find you're not going to be reaching so far, so you're going to have more control of what you're doing, and the important part of the fretboard is going to be much closer to you visually and also physically to reach it. Okay, so that other leg thing is a classical thing. So you see people doing it from time to time, but it's not sort of it's not for rock and pop and folk and acoustic and electric guitars, really. Okay. So now you've improved stretch. That's the other one. Forget that. Alright, now you've improved the stretch, speed and accuracy of your fingers. We want to focus on what you're actually learning to do with those fingers. Okay, so song playing secret number 2, open chords are not beginner chords. In order to do this, I first want you to understand a concept I learned from the musician Derek Sivers. He says, if all we needed was more information, we'd all live in mansions and have six-pack abs and be blissfully happy all the time. Now, it sounds weird, but the point is, we don't need to know lots and lots of stuff. For example, with guitar, we don't need to know all of the beginner chords or all of the rhythms, and we certainly don't need to know a bunch of scales or how to read music. What we do need to know is which chords and rhythms are most useful to us and most playable, and then how to actually use them to get playing music we want to play. Now, let's go back to the beginner chord chart that I got on my first guitar just for a moment. Now, you'll notice that they're actually almost all open chords. Yep, there's almost 70 open chords on this beginner chord chart. And this is the bit where I upset guitar teachers all over the world, because the normal way to learn guitar is to treat all open chords as beginner chords, regardless of how easy they are to play and change between, and to painstakingly learn a whole bunch of them. It's the hard way, and it's what I did in the past. It used to drive me crazy. It was a nightmare for beginners, and it took forever. Most people give up before they can play a song learning this way. And actually, it's what a lot of people are still doing and struggling with, because they think open chords are beginner chords. Now, just imagine if you could remove all of the chords and all of the strumming patterns you didn't need to know right now to play songs. I'm suggesting throwing away 95% of chords and rhythms out there. If you did that, do you think you'd be able to learn that 5% of chords and rhythms that you do need to know much quicker? I agree, you would. So take a look at this diagram for a sec. This circle represents the energy we have, or the effort we can put into learning guitar, and the arrows represent the different things we might be learning. Now, in the first example, we're learning lots of chords and rhythms, like I tried to with my beginner chord poster, and my effort was spread very thin, and it took ages from all my chord changes. It took ages for any of my chord changes to get to the point where they were useful in a song. Now, basically, we're expending lots of energy and effort, but not really getting anywhere. It didn't matter that I gave everything to learning guitar and practice for ages. I basically wasn't narrowly focused enough in what I was practicing to make enough impact. And this is true for a lot of people. So the example on the right shows focused effort. It's actually the same amount of effort as the first example, but because it's focused on learning a limited range of things, you actually get somewhere, and you get there much, much quicker with short practice times, much less time on the guitar. Now, when I first learned to play, I didn't know which strumming patterns and chords were the best for most useful for a beginner to learn. So I ended up, like most beginners, squandering my efforts in all directions and getting nowhere fast. And that's all because I thought open chords were beginner chords, but they're not. Okay, second secret here. Open chords are not beginner chords, and that's what we're talking about. Now, I started this guitar class with secret number 1 by showing you a method for fretting chords, because that's what people always ask me for first, because they started learning a bunch of open chords that are not suitable for their level, and they got stuck playing and changing between them. How you learn to play chords is important, but in this example, the chords and rhythms you're learning are actually more important than the method you use to learn them. I mean, if you're learning the wrong thing, it doesn't matter how fast or precisely you learn it. It's like rearranging the chairs on the deck of the Titanic and doing a really good job of it. It doesn't matter how well you do it, it's just the wrong thing to be doing in that situation. Now, when people find out that I have chord sheets for the best beginner chords and rhythms to learn first, they usually try to guess which ones they are. And it's funny because all of these people are not only wrong about what these chords are, but they also all disagree with each other. Nobody teaches which chords are the best to learn first, so they treat all of the open chords equally. But we don't have to do this anymore. We can figure out which chords are the most useful and the easiest to learn too. Then we can just concentrate on those to get playing songs with them much sooner. So which chords and rhythms are we supposed to learn first? It's important to choose which chords and rhythms to learn first based on 3 things, okay? Here they are. How difficult they are to play. And this includes not just fretting the chords and playing them cleanly, it includes the changes and how easy they are to change between pairs and sets of chords, which is the thing that makes this complicated. Now, the second thing is the best order to learn the chords in, starting from what's easiest and gradually increasing in difficulty step by step, building on your skills as you go. The third thing is how frequently they are used in real guitar music. Now you'll notice that most guitar methods completely ignore these 3 things and they start with this standard set of open chords and the advice of practice. But if we choose the wrong chords to learn first, it doesn't matter how you practice them, fluently playing a song with them will be impossible for a good while, and chances are you'll get frustrated and quit long before then. To play hundreds of real songs on guitar, you don't need to know 70 chords or 30 chords. You don't even need to know 10. You can play the vast majority of songs with only 3 to 5 chords. And exactly the same is true of rhythms. So with the 2 cheat sheets I'm going to give you at the end of this lesson, you guys will know the chords and the rhythms to learn first. Now, do you feel like having these sets of specific and highly focused actual beginner chords and rhythms will help you to get playing songs faster? Excellent. I think it will too, because remember my gift, you're going to get these at the end of this lesson. Now, let's move on to secret number 3. How to save time and frustration by choosing songs that are just right for your current ability every time, without wasting hours searching YouTube and chord chart websites. And this is getting better and better and better, and it's definitely the last step. Now you've improved the stretch, speed and accuracy of your fingers, specifically the most important chords and rhythms to focus on. Welcome to secret number 3. People always ask me, how do I find songs I like that are playable at my current level without wasting time searching, only to find that the song is too hard for me to play right now? Well, my answer is that you're right. The next stage is to get playing songs, but I don't want you to learn just any songs. And I don't want you to waste any more time on YouTube looking for songs that are at your current level. I want you to learn songs that you choose yourself. And I believe that if you're not learning music and songs that you love, then you won't have the motivation to stick to learning guitar anyway. So I want you to be able to find them and know that they're suitable for your current level of playing. And that's what I'll show you how to do. And I mean, here's what I used to do. I'd search tabs and chords online or in books, and when I found a song I wanted to play, I'd listen to it over and over. I'd pore over videos of people playing the song and try to get the rhythms and then the timing and the chords and everything right, and it took me absolutely ages. I'd be scrolling around YouTube, watching video after video, looking for a decent teacher and an accurate version of the song, only to find it was too hard for me to play. Once I'd got stuck into it, I'd waste hours. And this whole experience made me believe it was really hard to learn songs on guitar and that it took a long time. I wanted to be practicing guitar and progressing, but I was actually spending most of my practice time searching YouTube and chord and tab sites looking for songs I could get playing now. It was infuriating, and it made me want to quit a lot of times. And in 2015, Fender, the guitar manufacturer, published a study saying that 90% of beginners actually quit before learning their first song. So I wanted to ask you guys, why do you think most people quit learning guitar before they actually get there, get to learn and play their first song? So let me know in the chat box, and I'll take a quick look at some answers. Cool. Got some really nice comments coming in. Really good stuff. Some people just letting me know what their first song they want to learn is. San Bernardino, excellent song. Great song. And yeah, they want better than working through endless list of chords. 8 months. Yeah, William Cumming. He says he thinks so. 8 months learning and not a good tune yet. Guys, you can do this. Anthony Wilson says simple as always best. Jeff Hegarty, looking forward to getting them. Ray Godley, yes. Kevin Sexton, yes. Sean Stocko. Sorry, Sean, if I'm pronouncing your surname wrong. He says another undoubtedly from me. Chris Morris, absolutely. Phil Waters, this makes so much sense. Dave Bolt, yes, without a doubt. Cool. Ralph Hansom says, Hanscombe, sorry. Yes, soft touch against the frets is a revelation. Andy McGowan, this is brilliant so far. Cool. We're gonna carry on then. Looks like everyone's happy. This is going good. One moment. Cool. So we've got some answers coming in as well. They were mostly the earlier comments I dived into, but you guys got some good ideas about quitting. Yeah, pain. Okay, yeah, you're on the right track. Most people quit learning guitar because they're frustrated, and this frustration comes from trying to learn songs that are too hard and learning to do stuff that's too hard. So I'm going to show you how to find songs that you like, that are just right for your current level. And you can literally pick a song, know what the chords are, what the rhythms are, check it's an appropriate song for your current level immediately before you get stuck in and realize the song is great but too hard at this stage. What if you could dial up a real classic guitar song from the 60s, Bob Dylan or the Beatles or Neil Young, and instantly see how difficult it was and what the individual building blocks of it were, what the rhythm is, what the chords used are, and find a version that was right for your current level. What if you could do that? That would be pretty cool, right? Well, I'm going to show you how to do that in a second. But first, I want you to see part of the problem is that almost every guitar method out there takes the whole experience of learning guitar from being a complete beginner on day one all the way to being Hendrix, and they force it into just 3 levels: beginner, intermediate, or advanced. It's crazy. So from the start, I've broken these levels down into more specific levels and mapped each one directly to the rhythms, chords, and techniques to use to play the songs that fit into these new levels. Think of it like martial arts. It takes about 10 years to become a black belt in karate, but there are at least 10 levels of belts on the way to get there. They don't call it beginner, intermediate, and advanced because that would completely miss the point. I wouldn't be satisfied if I was still considered a beginner after 3 years of playing guitar, and I don't expect you guys to settle for that either. So, I've broken playing guitar into multiple levels and color-coded them just like the belts in karate. But instead of colored belts, they're colored picks. White pick level comes first, then yellow pick level, orange, green, blue, and so on. It's basically light colors to dark colors. Okay, so let's have a look at how this works. Just need to go over to my computer. Sorry about the weird tunnel there. This is what we want. Yeah, okay, so this is my members area. This is what I call the process, okay? It's my complete kind of system for learning to play guitar. And what I'm going to do, like I was telling you, it's different color pick levels. I'm going to click on a course called the Essential Strumming System. Now bear with me for a moment. Okay, the course itself isn't the main thing here. I'm just using it to explain something. Okay, what you see here is after all this stuff about how to hold the guitar, plectrums, foundations and strumming, you get 5 essential rhythms, most important rhythms, and they're the rhythms that are going to be on the chord chart that I'm giving you at the end of the session. Okay, the 5 most common rhythms in songs, and you don't even need to learn with this is at white pick level, okay? You don't need to learn all these rhythms, even 5 rhythms, to get playing a song. You could just concentrate on one rhythm, learn to play that. Let's say, for example, rhythm 5, the Miss 2, it's called. And underneath these rhythms, once you've learned that rhythm, you can open this up, and then you'll see all of the songs you can play that use this rhythm. So there's loads of stuff here. I'm gonna click on one of them, okay? And what I'm saying is that this list of songs that use this rhythm, okay, because they're at white pick level, they also use only the chords that I'm giving you on the chord chart I'm giving you at the end of the session. So if you learn the 6 chords and the 5 rhythms, you'll be able to play every single song at white pick level, okay? They're the building blocks, and then you put them together to learn the complete song. So if I click on this, one example of a song, Knocking on Heaven's Door, Dylan. Okay, here's one of my chord charts. Now, you guys are my subscribers, so you know I do send one of these out once a week. And if I scroll down, you'll see that there's a white pick level version of the song, and it's got a list of the chords you need, okay? And then it's got a list of the rhythm you need, and then it's got exactly how to play this song. And if you go for a white pick level version, a more advanced version, let's say orange pick level, you've got more advanced set of chords there. There's the A minor 7. Same rhythm though, it doesn't use a more advanced rhythm because that's the rhythm that Bob Dylan used in the song. So you got different levels of ability. Some songs are white pick, some songs work yellow pick, some work orange pick, all different levels. And then you've got the song, you've got the chords, you've got the lyrics when the chords change, etc., etc., etc. So do you see what I'm getting at here? This is pretty big stuff. Sorry about the weird thing again. Okay. So what I'm getting at is if you learn the building blocks on the chord charts, you learn the chords and you learn the building blocks for the rhythms, you'll know the essential building blocks to play loads of songs at each individual level. Okay. Now, the main thing is here, you know the song and you click on the version that's right for your current level, so it's white pick level, and boom, you know the chords that you need to use to play the song. And yep, I know those. You check, you know the exact chords because they're on the chord sheet they're getting at the end of this class. And yep, you know this rhythm because it's on the other strumming sheet that you're getting at the end of this. So it's definitely a song for me at my current level, say on white pick level. Now, I don't have to get frustrated and overwhelmed learning all the skills at once. I can learn the building blocks of the song separately, then put them together as a whole. Okay, so now I know 4 important things. I know the exact chords that are used to play this song, and I know that I can play them. I know the exact rhythms used in the song, and I know that I can play those too. So that's the building blocks covered first. Number 3, I know that I love this song because I chose it myself. Number 4, I know that this song is playable for me at my current level. So it'll be a challenge that stretches my ability, but it doesn't break it. Okay? It lets me put together the separate skills I'm developing, but it's learnable for me rather than frustrating. I'm not going to get halfway through it and have to abandon it to find a song more suited to my current level. Okay, how many of you guys had a bit of an aha moment just now? When I first started out, I'd think that a song was at my level because some guy on YouTube told me it was a beginner song. Then I'd get absolutely frustrated because I couldn't play it. It was beyond my level and required me to learn and put into practice multiple new skills and knowledge all at the same time. But now I don't have to get overwhelmed and frustrated because I don't have to try to learn and put together all of the skills required for the song at once. Instead, I can learn the key building blocks of the song separately and put them together step by step in sequence. And on top of that, everything is at the same level. The chords are at white pick level, the rhythms are at white pick level, the entire song is at white pick level. So it's not going to be too hard for me. I'm going to be able to play it, and the same for all of the levels, yellow, orange, etc. Now, I've got a question for you guys. If you followed song hacking as I've laid it out, and you copy exactly what works, you choose only to learn songs that you know and like, and that are at your level, using quick and easy to learn chords and rhythms that you know you can play, do you think you'd be able to learn songs on guitar faster and more easily? Who here thinks song hacking is pretty cool? Now that you know where to find songs that are right for your current level, organised by their rhythms and the chords used in them and the separate skills used in them, do you think this will help you to play songs faster and more easily? Yes. Now, just imagine what it's going to be like when you pick up your guitar and you start strumming a song that your spouse recognises or your family recognises. Imagine being at a barbecue and someone gets out a guitar for a jam. They might laugh when someone passes you the guitar, but when you start to play, just wow, just picture it. When you start to play a classic they recognise and they'll be singing along. Okay, this is simple, guys. This is something that all of you can do. Now, if you've been following this lesson and you've seen what works, first you improve the stretch, speed and accuracy of your fingers. Then you learn the most playable and frequently used chords and rhythms. Then you chose songs you love that are right for your current ability level by viewing their building blocks and seeing which chords and rhythms they use and discovering what specific difficulty level they are. If you follow these 3 steps, do you think you'll be successful? Now, experienced players using the process can learn up to 4 songs a day. But if you follow the process and you really screw it up and you only learned half of that, just 2 songs a day, how would that make you feel? Let's say that the half isn't realistic and you only learn a half of a half and you only learn 7 songs a week, 1 a day. How much would your life change if you could play a new song on guitar every single day? How many of you would be really happy with learning 1 new song every single day? Let's say you don't totally believe it will work and you only learn half of a half of a half and you only learn 3 to 4 songs in a week. For how many of you would learning 3 or 4 new songs each and every week still be worth your time? Half of a half of a half of a half. Would it be worth it? Would it change the quality of your life right now? It's pretty amazing, right? Let's say you only learn a half of a half of a half of a half, and you only learn 1 or 2 new songs each and every week. For how many of you would only learning 1 new song a week still be worth your time? You don't have to be perfect to have this work for you. Are you guys getting it? Okay? I'm not successful teaching guitar because I'm smart. It's because I focus on what works, okay? People say, Ian, how do you get people from beginner to playing and learning new songs on their own in almost no time? Well, this is how I do it, okay? I teach them to free up and speed up the movement of their fingers. Then I teach them the chords and rhythms they need to know first, and I discard everything else. Then I show them how to find songs they love that are right for their current level. They use the chords and rhythms they now know as building blocks. There is the magic to it, okay? Do you get why the process is so powerful? Do you get why I'm so excited to share this stuff with you guys? It's because it works, and I'm seeing it transform people's lives every day, and I know it will do the exact same thing for you as well. So, to recap what we've been talking about, and we've been going for over an hour, and we've covered 3 core secrets. Okay, to begin, I showed you how to get your fingers to cooperate, to improve the stretch, speed, and accuracy in under 10 minutes. Then I showed you guys how open chords aren't beginner chords, and what beginner chords and rhythms and how to learn them are. And I'll be giving you those 2 sheets very soon. And finally, with secret number 3, I showed you how to find the songs you love that are right for your ability level by viewing their building blocks first and seeing which chords and rhythms they use before you jump in and learn them. So let me ask you a question. We've been on now for around an hour so far, and we've been doing great for time. So a little question for you guys, okay? During this time, we covered a lot of stuff. I know I've been speaking quite quickly, much quicker than I like to go through content in a lesson, much quicker than I do in the majority of my lessons, okay? It's just so much content, and I've tried to give you as much value as possible in a short period of time, in the short time that we had together. But I'm curious, how many of you guys feel a little bit like this? This is one of my favourite pictures in the whole world. One day after a song hacking guitar shop, a guy came running over to me and he said, "Ian, that was amazing, but I felt like I had a fire hydrant in my mouth for over an hour." So I saw this picture and I figured this is what people feel like in a live guitar class with me, because I'm so excited and I talk fast and I apologise. Hopefully you guys can see why I'm so excited and why I'm so passionate about this. I want to make sure you've got the core concepts, all of the tools and everything you need to be successful in your guitar playing, regardless of your experience so far. And with that said, I realise we have a limited time. I realise that a lot of you guys probably want to take this concept and really use it, to take it to the next level. Am I right? So how many of you guys want to take this concept and implement it and have tons of success in your guitar playing? Let's have a look in the comments for a sec. All right, I think that's a lot of people. It could be the vast majority. So what I want to do then is I want to ask you guys permission for something really quick. I put together a really great package that's going to help you guys take these concepts and implement them in your guitar playing and have a ton of success, okay? I'm also going to give you guys a way to get the process and a lot of other cool stuff. I know at this time, things are crazy right now. At this time, people suddenly have a lot of time on their hands and not able to go out and do the things they want to normally do, or necessarily go and see and be with the people they want to do. Okay, so I've put this together. If you guys want access to it, okay, I felt like there's no better time than to crack this guitar playing thing for a lot of people. So I'm just curious, are you guys okay if I just spend 10, maybe 15 minutes going over everything that's in the package so that you can make a really good, educated decision about it? Okay? That's my question to you guys. Can I just tell you about this? Just quickly have a look in the comments, quick refresh. All right, we've got a lot of yeses. Martin Hughes, oh yes. George Porter, absolutely. Paddy Flavin, me. Gary Boltwood, me for sure. Sandy McClure, definitely want to take it further. Nigel Hibbard, I feel so more confident. Wayne Stevens, Wise, yes please. Mark Reynolds, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so. Let's just spend a short time. I'm just going to spend a short time telling you guys about this before you go. Oh, a lot more yeses just poured in. Alan Nesbitt, yes, of course. Steve Baker, yes, please. Colin Richardson, yes. All right. Sorry, I'm pressing the wrong button. Okay, so I've given you guys Sorry, I need to swallow. Too much stuff. Okay, thanks guys. Basically, I really appreciate it. And thanks for giving me permission. I never want to assume that it's okay for me to make an offer to you guys, so that's why I like to ask permission first. And with that said, I did make the special offer because it's something that's going to take you guys from where we left off today. So I'm going to give you guys the overall concepts. You understand how the process works now, so now I just need to give you guys the tools so you can get implementing it quickly. I'm going to do a bunch of really cool things, so this is what's going to happen. When you invest in the process today, I'm going to do a bunch of really great stuff. The first thing you're going to get is not just the sheets for the rhythms that I'm giving you today. I'm actually going to give you my essential strumming system that will walk you step by step through learning the rhythms from that cheat sheet. It's a complete video training course that will give you the proper structure to follow and get your strumming fixed and learn the core 5 rhythms. So if you have trouble learning to play rhythms, or you feel like all your strumming sounds the same, or you can't master the up pick and the pick is getting stuck and falling out of your hands, anything like that, this is absolutely the thing for you. It's a step-by-step path to playing your core 5 song rhythms, strumming fluidly without interruption, and developing solid musical timing. Okay, there's bags of stuff in here, and it's worth the value of this course. Okay, actually, that's an old slide. It's actually £49 was a few years ago. It's actually worth £97 now. I've revised the course multiple times, added a lot of new stuff into it. Okay, so that's what it's worth. All right, moving on. Django chord system. Everyone has heard of this now. The second thing I'm going to give you is a Django chord system. It's my complete course, walks you step by step through mastering 6 chords from the cheat sheet, fretting them cleanly, changing between them quickly, and strumming without stopping. And this has the detailed step-by-step breakdown of how to get the correct alignment with your hands on the guitar. So it's not just for the Django chords, it's for all chords, how to really nail that stuff. Okay, so there's bags of stuff inside this course. I've rebuilt it multiple times, over and over again. It sells for £97. I do run special offers from time to time. You may or may not have seen them. You might have jumped in on a special offer. You might have this one already. And the total value of those 2 courses, okay, we're looking at £194. Okay, that's the value. Okay, so I just want to know, I'm going to over-deliver to you guys. Okay, now the next thing you're going to get, let's really go for this. Okay, you're going to get complete access to the process for an entire year. So as soon as you're a member of the process, you can do a whole bunch of cool stuff, because the process is my private members area, and it includes access to my entire guitar learning systems at all levels, not just the Django chords and the essential strumming system for white pick level. Okay, you won't just get those, you'll get access to all of my guitar learning systems at all the other levels too. Okay, yellow pick level, orange pick level. All right, there's the open chord anchor system. That's the yellow pick chords course, where you'll master open chords, changes and sequences, and unlock the playing of real songs at every stage. There's the syncopated strumming system, which is the yellow pick level strumming course, the simple step-by-step guide to strumming offbeat, syncopated and more advanced rhythms on guitar and playing songs using them. Okay, so that's also the yellow pick level courses. You're going to get all of the courses. You're going to get the orange pick level ones, the essential guitar tuning course. It's 3 step-by-step methods to tune your guitar now, whatever your current ability and knowledge. I think I said Norwich. Sorry. Tune with a tuner, with reference pitches, and then with your ear. Okay, so there's a different method for the right level. Okay, whatever level you're at. Then there's the 6-step guitar learning style system, so you can leverage your natural learning preferences to learn songs on guitar in less time. Then there's the song chord system, orange pick level, master trickier chord changes and sequences, and unlock the playing of more challenging real songs. So how many of you guys would love to get full access to the process for the next entire year? Now, it looks like most of you guys pretty keen, so in a month or 2, when you can play a bunch of songs at white pick level, you'll be ready to move right on and complete yellow pick level, orange pick level, and so on. And not only that, you'll have access to my exclusive members only in-depth technique lessons too. Here are the names of some of them. There's the top 3 strumming problems and their solutions. There's curing the deaf grip, how to use the optimum finger pressure for easier, cleaner chords, more fluid playing, and to stop the soreness of your fingers. How to use the Django chord system and a capo to play the chords to, well, loads more songs without knowing music theory. How to strum expressively using swing and shuffle. Okay, so imagine looking back at your progress in 12 months' time, having covered all of that distance and learning all of those songs. How would that feel? Pretty good, I think. Okay, you guys have seen the power of the process, and I want to make sure you guys are successful, and you can't do the song hacking stuff successfully without it, right? And so I'm going to give you guys an account to the process for the next 1 year when you invest in this offer today, so you guys have no excuses. Now you have all the tools, and you just need to go and implement them. You just got to follow the steps of the proven, repeatable structure that I've mapped out for you. If you want what the process members get inside their account, the systems, checklists, cheat sheets, videos, and guides that make up the complete courses. And in short, is a brand new and different method of learning to play guitar that systematizes all aspects of learning to play from the very beginning. I call it the process for short because that's exactly what it is. It's a series of steps you take to learn to play songs you love on guitar without frustration. And I've purposely made it step by step and systematic for anyone to follow who feels like they don't have rhythm, they don't have guitar playing talent, or a natural aptitude for music. Okay? So there's some of the courses in there. And you'll be able to get rid of a load of stuff. So not only that, you're going to save hours of wasted time and watching well-meaning but disconnected and incomplete YouTube tutorials that move way too fast and miss out important steps. What you need is a proper structure for your guitar learning. You'll also be able to say goodbye to annoying amateur tab and chord chart sites where almost every song transcription is wrong, and get guitar learning games and apps might be fun, but they don't really work. Because the only way to learn to play guitar is to actually play guitar. So what that means is the second you get your account for the process, you're going to be able to get rid of a lot of stuff. The average person saves over 10 hours a month just by owning the process. You can waste 10 hours a month using YouTube and dodgy chord and tab sites, or you can get the process for free and save 10 hours of your time a month. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely not getting any younger. Okay, so far, you're going to get the Essential Strumming System, yours to keep forever, the Django chord system, yours to keep forever, and a 1 year membership to the process, to all of my guitar learning systems and the lessons that I mentioned earlier. Okay, now you know exactly how to learn the chords and rhythms at each level. And you have full access to my chords and rhythm courses at each coloured level. So would you like some help putting them together to learn songs? Because you're also going to get a 1 hour live song lesson with me every single week of the year. That's 52 live lessons coming your way, okay? They're not like the lessons on YouTube that are too short and move too quickly and skip important steps and details. They're each 1 full hour lesson that you can learn to play along to, focusing on, and each time you'll focus on learning a complete song, okay? And not only that, the songs that we do in the live lessons are actually requested and chosen by members of the process. So you're going to get to choose the songs as well. So here's a picture of a poll with members choosing the songs they want to learn. I don't actually have that picture. So let's talk about the lessons. They include multiple play-along versions of the song at different speeds and a Q&A section where you can ask any questions you have about playing the song, and I'll demonstrate the answer to you live on the lesson. Plus, you're also going to get my entire archive, this is a big one, of song lesson recordings so far, and there are over 120 1-hour in-depth song lessons already waiting for you in there. Okay, so if you've seen my chord charts and you're on my emails and you get them each time I make a chord chart, okay, That is requested by a member of the process, and I also do a 1 hour in-depth lesson on that song, and they're all of them so far are waiting for you inside the process. Okay, so you're going to get the Essential Strumming System, the Django chord system, the process 1 year membership, and 52 live in-depth play-along song lessons and recordings. They're valued at £250. Okay, so the total value is 688. Now, I'm not saying that this is how much it costs. I'm saying this is what people have paid in the past for these things separately. Okay, I've put together a package especially for you guys, and I'll tell you about that in a moment. Well, this is the package, but we'll talk about the cost in a moment, and you're going to be surprised pleasantly. So, but first, I want to give you everything that you need to be successful. What else do you need to be successful? You've got the Essential Strumming System, Django chord system, the process, weekly song lessons, archive of song lesson recordings. What else do you need? How about if you want to ask a question? Now, I'm going to give you VIP access to me via my personal email address and my Facebook community group, Guitar Learning Questions. What that means is that anytime you have a question about any other part of your guitar playing, you get to ask me directly, and I'll make you a personal video to not just help but actually demonstrate on guitar the steps you need to take to overcome it. Okay, this is my exclusive no one left behind coaching, and as a member you can ask me as many questions as you like. So here's what Bill Maddox had to say about this. He said, "Ian's reaction to any guitar playing questions is remarkable. Nothing seems to be too much trouble, and his methods are easy to follow." So that's what it's like having the VIP treatment. You won't have to hunt for the answers to your unique questions on YouTube. You won't have to wait until your weekly guitar lesson comes around again before you can move forward. So let's add that. Essential Strumming System, Django chord system, that's lifetime access to those. Then 1 year membership of the process, 12 months, 1 year, 52 live in-depth song lessons, personal support, and VIP membership to Guitar Learning Questions. Okay, now, if all of this, obviously I'm not going to charge you £885 for all of this, but I wanted to ask you this question. Let's say that was the price for this song hacking system, okay? And I said, hey, you've got to pay me £885, and that's a lot of money. But I want to ask you, let's say you did pay that, and if all the song hacking package did with the tools, training and resources I'm giving you guys was to shortcut your progress, and finally get you playing songs fluidly on guitar, would it be worth it? If it cut the time it takes you to learn to play songs in half, would it be worth it? If it gave you the ability to never have to search YouTube for a good lesson or chord websites for an accurate song again, would it be worth it? Okay, if it get rid of the confusion that's driving you crazy and wasting your time, and it gave you everything you needed under one roof where it's simple and easy and anyone could do it, would it be worth £885? Yeah, it would. The average member of the process saves over 10 hours a month spinning their wheels on YouTube, tab and chord sites looking for accurate information. There's 120 hours a year that you would save. Would it be worth it to save 1 hour, to save each hour of stress and frustration, each hour of your life that you'll never get back? Yeah, it would be. I'd do that deal over and over again if I could. This is a one-time investment. When you pay it once, you never have to pay again. And all that knowledge and all that information and practical guitar playing know-how you got will last forever for the whole of your guitar playing journey. But don't worry guys, I'm not going to charge you that, okay? In fact, what I'm going to do is, okay, I want to ask you, when I was pricing this and putting it all together, I sort of had two different choices. My first option was to go as cheap as humanly possible and try to sell as many packages as I could. Now, the problem with that was that it didn't give me the incentive to really stack on the value and have my personal interaction and coaching with it. And because of that, I decided to go with the second option that really serves you a lot more. The second option is it requires a little more investment on your side, but the cool thing is that in exchange for that, I can devote more resources, time, effort, and energy from myself to help guarantee your guitar playing success. And so I need to ask you guys a question. What's learning one song worth to you? How much would you pay to be able to play your next song frustration-free? How much would you pay to be able to play just one perfect song on guitar? To learn my first song, it cost me over £1,000. How many of you would give me £200 right now if I took my ability to play a song and gave it to you? Okay. We've got some yeses and we've got some nos. Okay, that's cool. So let's put this in perspective. After I spent the money figuring all this out, I was then able to learn not just the one song, but many, many songs of what I'd learned. I'm now comfortable learning at least 4 or more songs in a day. And that's the key I want you guys to understand. If you learn this process and get playing one song fast, you can use the same process to learn to play as many songs as you want. How much would you pay to master one complete song per month? How about one per week or one per day? What would it be worth? You probably would pay 800 quid if I could show you that right. It's a good deal compared to the cost of guitar lessons. So you can see why people are paying 20 quid a month just for access to one part of this. Okay, people are paying £234 a year, literally, and you're going to get it for 12 months for a fraction of the cost. That doesn't even account for the fact that during the next year, I'm going to raise that £20 a month fee more than once. Okay, I'd give somebody £1,000 for the ability to play and learn songs effortlessly every single day for the rest of my life. And that's the key here. So you can see why currently right now I have people paying me £97 an hour for me to teach them this in person. Well, at the moment we're using Skype or Zoom. It makes sense, right? Because it's not a cost for them, it's an investment. You can see why it's a good deal at £885, and that's the key here. That's what I want you guys to understand. This is a screaming bargain, even if it was £885. Now, that was initially what I was going to price it at. And in the very near future, I'm going to be upgrading the song hacking package and offering it to the general public for 450 quid. But you guys are special, and these are crazy times, okay? You guys are in the Ian O'Brien Music family. You're subscribers to my emails. You're right here on this guitar class right now. Because I really want and really need you guys to be successful with your guitar playing. I want to do something that's just a bit crazy. In fact, I've got friends and existing members of the process who are like, why are you doing this? But I want to make sure you guys are successful. So what I'm going to do is give you everything I'm talking about here and a whole bunch more for just one single payment of £117 today. Okay, everything. To get this very special offer, okay, you've got to go right now and click the link that I'm about to put into the comments, okay? Here is how to get it. Now, this could get pushed down the page a bit, so I'm going to whack it in the comments a few times. It's under my name, Ian O'Brien. That is me. Okay, there we go. It's in the comments box. So just look for my name, Ian O'Brien, and that is the link. Okay, now I need to put this in perspective for you real quick. If you were to go to the iomprocess.com right now and try to order it for a whole year, you'd be paying £20 a month for a total of £234, okay? But you're going to get this for the next year, 12 months, for less than half that price, okay? So option number one, 2 choices that you have really. You've gone through this training, you understand it, your eyes and ears have been open to the possibilities, and the first option, you can do nothing. You can not take the Sleep of Faith, which is 100% risk-free. But the problem is, I know that if you don't do anything today, the stuff you learn today isn't really going to matter, is it? So your second option is way more powerful and way more in line with what you need to do in order to be successful in your guitar playing. All you've got to do is pony up this tiny investment today compared to all the value that you're going to get in return, and just give it a shot. Just see if the process is going to work for you, okay? Now, the cool thing about this is that I've got a philosophy. If I can't make you a better guitar player, then I don't deserve your money. So because of that, what I did was I created an ironclad 60-day money-back happiness guarantee. And this is what it means. It means that you can sign up today, log into the process, go through all the guitar learning systems, learn it, apply it, learn as many songs on guitar as possible, do whatever you want, learn as many songs as you can using the song hacking process. And at the end of 60 days, then you have to decide if you want to use it or not, okay? But you don't have to make that decision today. If you sign up today and you don't like it for any reason, I don't care if it's 59 days in, 23 hours and 59 minutes from right now, let me know, and if it's not for you, I'm going to give you your money back, okay? The only choice you've got to make right now isn't is this going to work, or is this not going to work, or anything like that. It's, do you think this is going to help you to improve your guitar playing? Is it going to get you playing songs on guitar that people will recognize? If the answer is yes, then you have to get started right now and just test it out, try it out, and just see what me and what everyone else is talking about, if it's true. And I promise you that after you see that and you experience it, that you'll know that it is. All right. The real question for you is it worth gambling just a few minutes of your time to check this out? Which, if it even does only half of what I'm claiming in today's class, it will be worth it the second you use the process to play your first song. All right. You guys getting this? You're getting all of this stuff, okay? The Essential Strumming System, the Django chord system, 1-year membership to the process, including all of my guitar learning systems, 52 live song lessons, and you guys get to choose the songs, plus personal support and community from myself with a VIP membership to my community. The total value, it's worth £885, but today, only today, because these are crazy times, unprecedented times, it's £117. Okay, and not only that, I've got one final and very special bonus for you guys. My throat's going a bit, I do apologise. Now, this is not for everyone, and there's obviously, as you can see, a lot of people on this training now, and so this is only for the first 10 people. We have many times that amount on today, okay? So we're close to 300 people on today. I say close, it's just over. So this is not going to be available for everyone. And I promise you guys, every time I've made an offer similar to this, the next morning people always email me because they're frustrated and they didn't go for it, they missed out on it. So if you're serious about this, I wouldn't even wait for me to tell you what the bonus is. It's going to blow your mind. I'll click the link, I'll post in the comments now, and just start putting your details in and ready to hit that button the second that you know this is for you, because it's going to be amazing. I promise you that for those of you who are on the edge or thinking about it, let me give you this, okay? Again, it's only for the first 10 people, so the second you know this is for you, you need to run, because these will go very, very quickly. So here's what the bonus is. Get ready for this. It's a personal guitar playing telephone consultation with me. So if you promise to share your experience with me after you go through the process and apply what I teach, you'll then be a successful guitar learner. All I ask is that you allow me to use your success as a case study. It really helps everyone. I told you before, you're going to get full access to the process for an entire year. What I'm going to do for you guys today is something special. Okay, and it's only for the first 10 people. I'm going to jump on the phone with you. You can tell me exactly where you are with your guitar playing, any troubles you're having, and I'll give you personal advice and guidance for what to do to move forward with your guitar playing immediately, we can talk about any songs you want to learn and how, and advise you on exactly where to start and how to use the process to move forward with your playing immediately. Okay, this is huge. Private consultations with me currently cost £97 for an hour, and you're getting one for free when you get this package today. Is that incredible? I'm already watching some sales come in, so this bonus is moving fast. This is a free personal guitar coaching call with me, so when it's gone, it's gone. It's time for you guys who know you want this right here. How many of you guys want this? Who wants unlimited access to the process for an entire year, and who wants a live in-depth song lesson every single week? A personal guitar playing telephone consultation with me. Who wants to learn at least a song per week for the next year? There's over 50 songs in your repertoire. Imagine having a repertoire, actually, a collection of songs you can play. It's going to be great. Okay, if you want this, and you've got to go now, you can't wait, because these are going, okay? Your fellow listeners right now are buying these things like crazy, and it's going to miss out if you don't go for it. So all you need to do is click the link that I posted in the comments. It's below my name, Ian O'Brien. Okay, you guys see the link? I'm just going to drop it in there again because the comments are moving. Okay, one more post. Just look for Ian O'Brien. And you'll see it. Cool. Some people are really going for it. Dave Bolt, yep, I need the link. Really wants to go for it. Mark Reynolds, paid a bargain at that price. Cheers, Mark. This is going to be fantastic. Okay. A couple of people are like, I can't afford it at the moment because of present problems. I understand, guys. Like, it's okay. It's why I do, you know, some free lessons. I do free chord charts and things. I try to help everyone the best I can. But if you do want to go for this and you're able to, please go for it. Okay. I'm just gonna drop the link in to people who said they need the link. That is a good idea. So Gary, I'm just tagging you with a link under there. Dave, sorry I can't see the link. Tagging you with a link under there. There we go. Kevin Sexton, hi Kev, says, yes, we can't see the link. Tagged you with the link. Paddy, make it easy for me to buy. Tagging you with a link. Andy McGowan, can't see the link. Posting it to you. Neil Jones, can't see the link. Neil, now replying to you as well with the link. Phil Waters, I very much want this, but I need to know if I'm buying what I have already won. I hope so. Phil, you've won the open chord anchor system. That's my yellow pick level chords course, but it doesn't include the white pick level courses, the yellow pick level strumming course. It doesn't include the orange pick level courses and the other courses. It doesn't include the live song lessons or the live song lesson archive. Okay, but it does include the yellow pick level open chord anchor system song chords course. Okay, so you're getting a course that will teach you how to fret and change and speed up your open chords and to play them, you know, in the context of songs. And you know, it's a brilliant course. It's the best course, the most comprehensive course I've got. But that's nested in yellow pick level under chords. But if you get this offer, you're going to get all of the white pick level stuff, all of the yellow pick level chords, the orange. You're going to get song lessons. So there's a lot more included. Okay. What you've won, you have lifetime access to. But what I'm offering here is lifetime access to the white pick level chords, and everything else you get it for 1 year, 52 lessons and that. But you'll have your open chord anchor system for life. Okay, so it's entirely up to you, Phil. I'm gonna reply to you with the link as well if you want it. Gary Botwood. No link, so paste in the link now. There you go, buddy. Dave et al. Sure. Can't see the link yet. Posting it now as a reply to your comment as well. Sandy McClure, Ian, I can't see your link. No worries, Sandy. Posting that as well as a reply to your comment as well. Sean, also, I'm not going to try and butcher your surname again. It said the content can't be posted. Okay, I think Facebook has just locked me down for posting the link, and it looks like I'm spamming everyone with the link because I'm posting all of the people who want it. So if you want it, okay, the links I'm posting under people's names, they're not unique to that person. It's all the same link. So any of the links that I'm posting under anyone's name, okay, that's the link you need. And it's a long link. It's Ian O'Brien -guitar lessons, thrivecart.com, 1 year, I can't read the whole thing, 1 year membership, blah, 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 50% off. So that's the link you need. Just click that, go for it. You'll be able to jump in and you'll be able to get this course. Absolutely. You certainly will. Cool. People are saying fantastic. Gary's saying hi, all paid. Excellent, Gary, well done. Paddy says, where have you dropped a link? Chris Potterson, can't see the link. Neil Wilson, can't see the link. Thanks for explaining, says Phil. No worries, Phil. Completed before you added the Brucey bonuses, says Sean. Awesome, Sean. Yeah, Ken says, would love to, but cannot at present. No worries, Ken. No worries, Ken. I'm going to continue to send you free guitar learning resources as well. Dave says, have signed up, Ian. Thanks. Sandy says, can't see the link, have missed the offer. No, you haven't. Okay. Still can't see after tagging. Sean, done immediately after last post. Neil, got it. Excellent. Brian, paid, can't wait. Thanks. William says, signed up for this for me. This is the way forward. Excellent. Keith Johnson, paid. Okay. This is getting confusing. There's so many people on the lesson asking for the link. Lots of people have got it. Lots of people haven't, okay, who want it. So it's there. I'm going to try and comment on some more people. Paddy, I just replied. Oh no, I didn't. It says it can't be posted. Okay. If you, people who are looking for the link, Paddy, Gary, Dave, anybody wants it. Sorry, I'm reading people's comments. There's so many. Scroll down. Look at the comments. At the bottom of the comments, it says load 10 more comments. Hit that blue bar. More comments will load. Scroll down. And you'll see it's the only link, okay? When you see that blue text link, you guys will get this. You absolutely can, okay? I'm going to stay on for a little bit more. Cool. Mark said logged in and changed password already. Really looking forward to this. Excellent, Mark. Brilliant. Way to go. Andy McGowan says bought with some happy faces. Excellent, Andy. Welcome. Kevin says all done and welcome back to Process. Excellent. Sandy still can't see it. Okay, let's try this. And Dave, still no link. Paddy, but where? Gary, cannot see the link. Dave Burden, still not there. I think I said you twice then. Jeff Hegarty says, Ian, you have still not given us those free chord and strumming sheets. I can't afford your deal at the present moment. Sorry. Jeff, I've got you. I'll be posting it shortly. Rod Barnes, I need to come out from here. How long will the link remain? Rod, I'm posting the link under your comment so that you have it. Okay, time to get it. No, I'm not, because it won't let me. Okay, you've got the link. If you're on this lesson, okay, and you can access this page and you can click the link, you're going to be able to get this. So don't worry, it's not going to disappear. I'm just popping over to Facebook and I am messaging. Okay, this is really maverick. Let me just check. I'm not screen sharing, so don't worry, no one's details. Sandy McClure, I'm posting the link in a message to you. So check your messages. It probably won't be in your inbox. It'll probably be in the like people you don't know one. There's that other inbox next door. So have a look and you'll get it there. Dave Burden, I'm messaging you as well with the link. That's now going out to you. So check your inboxes on Facebook as well, guys. Paddy, hi Paddy. I'm messaging you as well with the link because Facebook's actually locked me out from commenting. So that message has gone to you now, Paddy. And Gary Patchett, also messaging you now. Okay, so you've also got it, Gary, in your messages on Facebook. And I think, Dave, I already posted it in yours. Okay, so because I can't post it in everyone's thing, I've messaged some people. All right. Okay, a few more comments flooding in. Dave Burden's still not there yet. Check your inbox now. Sandy, still can't see the link. Where have you put it? It's in your messages. So if you go to Facebook, log into Facebook, and it'll be in your inbox, or the other thing next to the inbox. Let me just see what it's called. It's under message requests. Okay, you'll see it under message requests. So if you click messages, the little speech bubble, and then normally it's on recent, and just next to recent it says message requests, and you click there and it'll be there'll be a little message from me with the link. Yeah. Okay. Dave says, sorry, I just lost my job because of this damn virus. Would love to have it eventually. I'm really sorry to hear that, Dave. I hope that your employer sorts themselves out, really, and honours the contract and stuff for the people they've employed. And hopefully you'll be able to get help with the packages that the government are putting together as well with this kind of stuff. A couple of people out of cash. Pensioner mate currently out of cash. Excellent offer you've made though, looks good. Thank you, Michael. Robin Gosman, sign up now as I think I'm going to be locked indoors for the next 6 months. Yeah, fair enough, Robin. We very well could be. And some people longer than others depending on their health and age. Mark says, hi, and how long would you recommend practicing each day? I would recommend short bursts of practice. Okay, so I would recommend something like up to about a 20-minute chunk. I wouldn't try to put aside an hour for a huge slog. I'd do a 20-minute chunk, then have a break. If you want to do more than that, have 2 20-minute chunks. If you want to do more than that, have 3. I would do it that way, so it's manageable and focused. But you'll see inside the courses that they're all mapped out with how long kind of to practice and things like that in set amounts of time in the lessons. And that was Mark Reynolds' question. Steve Papes posted a link. I have no idea what you're posting me. Steve is passing the link on to other people. Thank you, Steve. Excuse me. Sneezing. Not a good time to be sneezing, is it? Roy Henderson, can't see the link. Roy, I'm going to also post it to you as a message on Facebook. Going slow now. Wow, a little bit overwhelming, this demand. Excellent, very exciting. Phil says, will you send it to me in the email tomorrow, please? Do you mean the link, Phil? If you do, then yes, I can. Phil, please reply to one of my emails, because I see your name as Phil Waters, but I don't know your exact email address, even though I know I have your email address, but I want to know it's definitely you, because, you know, just reply to your email. Reply to an email from me and just say, hi, it's Phil, you know. And I'll get the link out to you, and I'll also get you access to your course that you have won, because you certainly have won it. And if people are having trouble seeing the messages I'm sending on Facebook, I'm going to send you, where I can, friend requests, just so you see the message from me. If you want to unfriend me or anything after then, it's absolutely fine. I wouldn't be offended. But if you want to keep in touch, that's fine too. I send out guitar stuff on Facebook, because teaching people to play guitar is my life. Dave Burden, I can't friend you, but I have sent you a message. There's no button to. Paddy, I'm going to send you a friend request. So if you answer the friend request, you should then see my message in your inboxes. That's the idea. Gary Patchett, I can't friend request you either, there's no button. Roy Henderson, send you a friend request, and I have also sent you the link. Okay, so it's going out there. Now what I need to do is I need to get all those people the chord charts. So let's do that now. And then of course we'll be wrapping up. I'm going to hang around and answer any questions that you have. Of course. But when you get the course, you'll be in the community, and you can of course ask them anytime there as well. Oh, it worked. Excellent. I'm now posting the chord sheets. I need to say what it is, don't I? Here are your free chord and strumming sheets. That's what I'm saying. Number 1 and number 2. Okay, now posted those as well. It's just going through. Yep, it's now appeared on mine. There'll be 2 links. They're really long and weird looking, but they're nothing dodgy. They're links to 2 PDF documents that you'll be able to open on any device, any format. They're universally formatted, those ones. All right, I think it's probably time to be wrapping up. Rod Barnes, I've lost the link. Rod, I'm posting it now as a reply. Whoa, no, I'm about to though. I'm posting it as a reply to you, Rod. It's locked me down again. Okay, I hope I don't get in trouble with the Facebook police for this. Alright, Rod, I'm adding you as a friend on Facebook, and I'm sending you a message with the link. Just so you know it's me and nothing weird. Cool. Phil's got to go. No worries, Phil. Cool. Take care, dude. Mark's got to go. Excellent. Roy is asking for the email. So let's do that. Roy Henderson, that is. compose an email. Sorry, my computer is very slow because of the live video. Actually, really slow. Here we go. 2. All right, Roy Henderson, I just emailed you the link. Excellent. Mark says, thanks, huge amount of stuff on your website. Had a quick look. Gonna take some time to work through it all, but looking forward to it. Certainly will. William says, can't wait to get started. Excellent. Donald, gotta watch the pennies at the moment. Sorry, no worries at all. Dave Burden also requested email. So Dave, I'm gonna email you. Excellent. Dave, there's now an email gone out to you, being sent as we speak. Oh, that's a problem. Who was that? Roy, your email as you've typed it is getting sent back. I'm told it's not correct. So if you can reply to any of my emails or let me know your email, then you will you'll get it. Yeah, it's not delivering to that address. So I think there's a typo when you wrote it, because I just cut and pasted it. I cut and pasted it. Looking forward to getting started. Hope email stalking finishes now. I'm paid up member Ian. Very funny. Yeah, you'll just get good stuff, valuable content. Honestly, and just the cheat sheets, please. Yeah, I sent those a moment ago, Ralph. I'm going to drop them again as a reply to you if I will be allowed to send them. Yes, Ralph, I just replied to your comment with the chord charts. Peter Fulham, can't see the link. I'm replying to you with it as well. There we go. It looks like it's letting me reply now. Okay, so I think I should probably wrap up a bit there. If anyone hasn't got what they want, okay, is disgruntled in any way, don't worry, we'll fix it. Just reply to any of my emails and ask me. Okay, ask me whether you want the link, and I'll keep the offer open for you because only people on this class know. And if you need those chord charts and you didn't get them where I posted them, ask for that and I'll give you what you need. Okay, it might take me a moment to get back to you, but I'll do it first thing in the morning. Yeah. So that's probably the best way around it. Ping me an email and I'll keep the offer open for you and you'll get it. Roy Henderson, thanks for the update on your email. I've now sent the link to you so you can get it there. Tony Maris says, time for MasterChef. Good night all. Fair enough, Tony. Good night. Enjoy MasterChef. Kevin Joyce says, signed up. Good to be able to work at my own pace and not have face-to-face lessons in the current environment. Absolutely. Colin Richardson, I do not see your link. Posting it to you now. Neil White, can you offer me that? Can you send me the hacking offer link, please? Yes. Sending it to you now as a reply to your comment. Ralph says, thank you very much for your time and effort on this. Been trying to be able to do just 12 bar blues for years. Perhaps now I can. Good night and speak safe. Absolutely. 12 bar blues is one of the beginning things we do at Yellow Pick level. Rod, Facebook account has been hacked. Can you email me the link, please? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to be going through everyone's... I'm going to sign off the live lesson and I'm going to try to reply to everyone that I can to get them the link or the chord charts. Okay, I'm going to ask you guys to reply to my emails. Okay, and we're going to go from there. Alan Craig, can't see a link to the chord charts. Alan, I'm replying to you with them. Brian Swales, can't see the chord charts. If anyone got the offer, the chord charts are in the membership site. They're in the course. So, you know, don't worry about getting the free chord charts. If you got the course, you'll have everything step by step. Colin Richardson, I'm not seeing the sheets. I've now replied to you with them. Patrick Leach, can I have the link, please? Yeah, of course. There you go, Pat. Just replied to you with the link. And just in case, send it on Facebook as well. So Peter Fulham, I've just sent you also on Facebook the link. Patrick Leach, now doing that for you as well. There we go. That's now been sent to you. It's in your inbox. Okay, now crazy times. Cool. Brian says, many thanks, stay safe. You too, Brian, and to everyone. Brian Taylor, signed up for your course. Logging off, start tomorrow. Excellent. Alan Craig, seen them further down. Okay, excellent. Robin Gosman, missed a link to the chord chart. All right. Okay, guys. I think we've done everything we can on this, on the live, so I'm going to sign off now. If you want your free chord charts or the link to get the offer, reply to any of my emails, okay? Or you know, send me a message on Facebook. You can get me that way as well, and I will get you what you're asking for. It's the best I can do. So take care, guys, and I'll see you soon. And stay safe in these crazy times.